Hello and welcome to my blog, Spiritism Musings. Today we're going to talk about how to live at the 10,000 foot level. What do I mean by that? What I'm saying is what they've said in Spiritist books is for us to look at ourselves at the top of the mountain and then peer down, and you can see ourselves walking along a path. And on that path, the road looks rocky and windy. But when you're on the top of a 10,000 foot mountain, the path looks smooth. It doesn't look that windy. Relatively, it's pretty straight compared to the rest of the terrain. This is how we should look at our life. Now, how do we do that? It's not easy. There's a couple things we have to bear in mind. First, we have to know we are immortal. You are immortal. You will live forever. You will always be you. You will not be absorbed into the whole. You won't be decomposed. All your body will not just return to the earth. Your mind will all be there. Your body will, but your mind will continue on forever in the spirit universe, on this planet, different lives, other planets, other lives, other forms. That's important to remember. Then the next thing is you will live countless lives. Whatever life you're in this life, you're going to have a lot more. You've had many, countless number of lives behind you, and you'll have many lives ahead of you. So what does that tell us? That tells us that the small vicissitudes of life, the ups and downs, when you start looking at the number of lives, it all becomes less, right? When you were little, when you were a kid, something tragic happened. Maybe you lost your favorite toy. It was a tragedy. You look back at it now, it's like, I don't even remember that. Well, that's the way. Whatever tragedy, whatever drama, whatever disappointment you're going through now, you won't even recall that. And maybe even this life, the next life, or 3 lives from now, that will just be a distant memory if you're in the spirit world and you choose to recall that episode. The only thing that's important is how each episode affects your character and personality. Did you learn from it? Did you become a better person from it? That is part of the 10,000 foot level. The next thing to remember is everything happens for a purpose, especially here on the planet of atonement. Our lives have a very set blueprint, a curriculum for our edification. We must go through trials and episodes to learn. Now some things are just to broaden our experience, but the major things that happen to us that are dramatic, are that affect us emotionally, they really are planned, and they are planned in order to change our emotions, and with changing our emotions, give that sometimes, I hate to say this, painful lesson, because suffering and pain are some of the most effective ways to change our personality and our character, hopefully for the good. Don't let things that happen to you and make you bitter at the world, at everybody. Don't let them change your personality for the worse. Don't let you take out whatever happened to you on other people. No, always just analyze that yourself and move on. Look at yourself from the mountain, see what happened. Oh, okay, well that happened. Well, that person shouldn't stumble over that rock next time, and look for the rocks in the road ahead. That's what you should take from that. Another thing is, if someone does something to you and it's horrible, and don't seek revenge. Remember, if you're a spirit, you're immortal. You are going through trials to teach you lessons that you needed to learn from your past mistakes. This is why we're called a planet of atonement. Well, guess what? The same thing's going to happen to that person who you consider did something horrible to you. Also think that the reason that person did something horrible to you is the spirit world planned that person to intersect with your life because you did something horrible to someone else, or maybe the same person. Who knows? It was all happened for a purpose. Take it, see what that person did to you, just accept that they're an actor in the play that affected you for your own edification, and move on. Also, when you're at a 10,000 foot level, why be envious of anybody? Well, yes, someone has more money, someone has more friends, someone has wealth and fame. Well, guess what? On your countless number of lives, you're going to go through all of that. And think deeply about yourself, how socially and spiritually mature you are. If you had fame and wealth and power, would you handle it with humility? And would you be nice to everybody? Or would you think, oh, I'm smarter. Just because I'm wealthy and more powerful, I can treat people like dirt. I've been told I've done that, right? Thank God I'm not super wealthy now. It probably would have been the same way. I would put the most prideful, selfish, arrogant, you know what, out there. You don't want to be that way. So look at that and think, okay, if I was in that person's place, how would I try and act? That could be a helpful lesson to you. But don't be envious. Don't desire what they have. Desire what you should desire is to improve yourself. Because in life after life, and on that 10,000-foot level, what do you have? You don't have possessions. You don't have your house. You don't have your car. You don't have your favorite socks. All you have is your mind, right? Your spirit mind. That's the only thing that goes with you from ever and ever, your personality and your character. And if you can improve that, there's nothing more important. And the way to do that is I'm trying to help with my book, How to Live. I recommend you read that book. It's based on a poem from Andre Luis. It has 24 verses, very short verses. But each verse means something. Each verse builds upon the other. And in my book, I explain what I believe the spirit world meant by that verse, how to attain it, how each one of us should try and strive to improve ourselves. Because if we improve ourselves in this life, in the physical life, as according to the spirit world, is the best place to improve your personality and character. You can be victorious. You can go to a level of heaven. You will see sights that you cannot imagine. Anyway, I want to say I hope this has been helpful, and please subscribe to my channel on BitChute or YouTube. Please share this video. Go to my blog, nwspiritism.com. I have many articles. I have on my Facebook site, Spiritism and the Spirit World Around Us. I have on the file section, you can download Spiritism 101 for free. It's a PDF. There's all sorts of resources that you can find on my blog site, nwspiritism.com. Go and explore. If these tools help you, thank heavens. Any way I can help you explore your spirituality and motivate yourself, that is a wonderful small victory for all of us. Anyway, I want to say God bless to all of you. Good night.